Dwayne Johnson. Former pro wrestler turned actor, better known as The Rock, known to the millions and the millions.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Finally has the reason why Black Adam bombed at the box office.
What?
Turns out he was black.
What the fuck?
There it is, folks. There it is. We've solved it. Let's move on.
Are you retarded?
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this
It's not a rhetorical question. Are you retarded?
is what's next. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I am your humble host, Jazz Berganzo. This is what's next, and of course, your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. As we go into the weekend, we know there are more serious matters going on, especially in my last video, I talked about Hawaii. But we're going to lighten it up a bit. Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, former pro wrestler turned actor, known by millions of people around the world, has finally come to the conclusion that the reason why Black Adam bombed, not because it wasn't a good movie, well, turns out because he was black. There it is. There it is. Okay, the video's over. Now we can move on. Here we go. This comes out about in the comics. Dwayne Johnson blames new leadership for DC scrapping his plans for Black Adam, throws out the identity politics card. Yes, it was only a matter of time before he whipped that one out. Dwayne Johnson, who played Black Adam in DC Films' Black Adam, recently put the blame on new leadership as the reason why his plans for the character at DC were scrapped. Johnson appeared on Peacock's Heart to Heart with Kevin Hart, who asked him, "I want to know why, especially when there's such a successful opening. You seem to have an appetite for your fan base for me. What was the reasons why for the stoppage of Black Adam?" Johnson responded, "I think that Black Adam got caught in a vortex of new leadership, and that at times we were creating Black Adam, developing it, shooting it. We got knocked down a little bit because of COVID and the shutdowns, but we got back up. There were so many changes in new leadership," Johnson continued. "As you know, anytime you have a company, especially that size and magnitude, that a publicly traded company, you have all those changes in leadership. You're going to have people who come in creatively, physically, are going to make decisions that you may not agree with philosophically." Then he reiterated, "So I think Black Adam was one of those movies that got caught in a web of new leadership, and that, that will always be one of the biggest mysteries. I think not only for me and us at the end, but throughout our business because of, well, that's a Kevin question. That was a question out of Wall Street. That was a question out of Hollywood." Johnson then posited all the things that he had gone in favor of the film and noted how it didn't get released in China. Like, wait a second. You had the biggest opening of your career. Sure, no China. That could have been maybe 100, maybe 200 more million. You established a new superhero. You wanted to grow the new franchise, bring back Henry Cavill. The world went crazy, and it did. Yeah. That end credit? Oh, yeah. And then he threw out the identity politics card. Oh, here it is. And also, too, you were texting me on this on opening weekend. We created a diverse superhero portfolio where we had just men and women of color, POCs. In Black Adam 2 as well, had that been the case. And of course, it's not. Later in the interview, Johnson added, "I think that in business-minded, you and I, who are always thinking audience first. Yes, we look at and respect the line economically, but also when you think about opportunity, creating things that are fresh, delivering for the audience, which is our number one boss." And that wasn't looked at through that lens. It makes things a little bit more challenging. I think that you guys like you and I, where I go, are you sure you want to do this? But hey, at the end of the day, you know what it is. It's like new ownership coming in, buying an NFL team, and going, all right, not my head coach, not my quarterback, doesn't matter how many rings we won, doesn't matter how many times we got to the big game, I'm going with somebody else, he concluded. This is IMDb, a movie list. And these are a list of Dwayne Johnson's movies. Now, I'm going to go through a few, and you tell me, pick up the theme here. You got Black Adam. You got Jungle Cruise, which of course was Disney pedo, Skyscraper, Rampage, Hercules, Fast. For all the name recognition that Dwayne Johnson has, he seems to think that maybe it's just me seeing this, but to me, is that he thinks his name carries a lot more weight than it should. Just saying. While Tom Cruise puts out the sequel to Top Gun, Maverick, $1.5 billion, almost $2 billion worldwide. Then he comes out with the next Mission Impossible. Again, monster hit. It's Tom Cruise. The Rock doesn't have that length of a movie career. He doesn't have that longevity that Tom Cruise has. But if you look at his 5-6 movies that he did, last 5 or 6 movies that he did, where he was the lead, where he was the solo act, not so good. They all bombed. Black Adam turned out to be the best one, and that bombed. Because I think that you had a lot of people that were just, just whole tired of the whole superhero. They were just burned out about it. The only reason why there was any interest in that movie because of the rumor that Henry Cavill was in the movie as a credit and what could possibly take off from it. But with David Zaslav coming in, James Gunn giving the full reins at DC, this thing was dead on arrival. And of course, we've seen the devastating after effects by firing the entire Snyderverse. So, love you, Dwayne. Love The Rock. You like what this, you smell what The Rock is cooking. Yeah, but when it comes to your solo movies, yeah, not so much. And for you to throw out the, if you got the race card, come on. You're a smarter man than that. You're a great businessman. You got a great attitude for business. Don't go there. But you went there. And yeah. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.